when homeschooling just feels like you can't get it done. I have years of this. Like, you just can't get through the lessons. You just can't finish the task. You just can't get it done. So now, I've homeschooled for over a decade with 6 kids, and that has always been the thing. I've never finished anything. Well, one, the ADHD needs that new feed of just stimulation, so sometimes you have to change curriculums and all that. But in my homeschool, my dirty little homeschool secret is sometimes it felt like we went a week without doing school. Opening the books, getting things done. Most of the time it was probably me. Most of the time it was probably the fact that I had 6 kids. Most of the time it was probably just there's so much going on to force the time to sit and do it. As I've gotten older, as I've come to the end, I have made the choice with my kids to continue the homeschool journey. You have to be either in middle school or high school. I am done homeschooling elementary school. I'm done. I can't. I don't want to sit there. I've got my own stuff to do. So I've elected to do private school for them. And I probably would do public school if need be, or figure something out. I don't know. I would do something. But at this point, middle school, and my middle schooler might see this and be like, I'm going out, but she'll have that option next year. My middle schooler, now my high schoolers can do their classes via our virtual school through the state, which is Florida Virtual School. They can do it at the high school, and they can do it at the college. That's the only option. I'm just not there. So I'm there to make sure they get it done. Just get it done. Just please get it done. And so with that, I am dealing with, they're kind of on their own. I set the task out in front of them, and I have one, she's the youngest, and she is literally just sharing, or not just sharing, she's just cranking things out. But it's still new. It's still novel. She's getting it done. The one that's sick all the time, she sometimes tries, but I mean, sometimes is it health? Is it just senioritis? What is it? But then there's another one. I love him so much. But he does not want to sit and do it. His phone is a distraction. His phone. Snapchat. Streaks. He's about to get a flip phone. I already threatened to take his phone away. Because it's like you have to literally tear into them. It's like you have to just into them. You can see I've had a moment this morning, right? This is like mom rant. But he, bless his heart. So one of the things I do, let me just back up. I print out a calendar. I did not bring it with me, and I'm not going to pause to go get it. But I print out a calendar, just a monthly calendar, and I literally look at the pacing guides, and I write in, and I kind of Monday heavy it. So here's the idea. This is not an in stone, here are you have to have this done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's more or less, I use the calendar, and each week I think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. You know, some things like the English right now for one of the kids, there's only 2 English assignments a week. So I will go Monday, Tuesday, because I treat it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monday, Tuesday are the 2 English assignments. Now, it might be Monday, Thursday, might be Tuesday, Friday that they get done. I don't care about that part, but I'm pacing them. So I put the pace out. And this gives me an idea of, and because sometimes what would happen is, I'm like, well, you got 2. Okay, we got to keep going. 2 more. And then I look back and I'm like, why are we so behind? Why are you so behind? And it has to do with the fact that I didn't really pace out. So this gives me the concept of, are we behind? Are we a week behind, 2 weeks behind? Are you a week behind? Are you a month behind in a course? But you look busy or you're not, whatever. So I write those out. I just go through and I write on Monday. If there's at least one assignment per week, I write on Monday every assignment. Now, if this assignment has 2 assignments for the week, I write it on Monday, Tuesday. If this assignment has 4 assignments for the week, I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's how I pace it out. So I keep an idea, and that's how I track it. But I swear, this is really all my kids, but one's just worse than the other. It's like they get in this like little mental meltdown of they just stop doing the work. They will look at something and get so overwhelmed and they freeze. I don't know if this is ADHD or what. I don't know if this is because we have had mold and it messes with your mentality and your the whole 9 yards. Like, my husband and I sit and we talk about this. Like, why is our kids different? Why? Some will call it lazy, and there are lazy aspects. Some will call it, are you sick? Are you lazy? Are you what is it? Are you overwhelmed? What is it? And it's so mind-boggling to me. So I'm going to give you characteristics that I have noticed through the years with my kids. We exhaust out so easily. Like, we have amazing energy, but it's short. And then we're done. We're mentally done. We're psychologically done. We're done. And we don't have the stamina for things. For years now, we don't have the stamina for things. I don't know how people get so much done. But then I know people say that about me, and I'm just like, you have no idea what I'm not getting done. Like, I was doing some counseling for just some like guidance counseling, just volunteering kind of stuff, to make sure like this child is taking the right dual enrollment classes that meet all her high school requirements, that are meeting her prereqs for what she wants to go into, that can get her an AA. So I'm going through all this stuff and I'm talking to her and I'm like, she's like taking 5 classes, like 5 college classes and an FLVS class. And I'm like, how are you, and doing well. And I'm like, how are you doing this? Like, we're like, how? Boggles my mind, because I'm like, my one who is sick, she is taking 2 classes on FLVS, 1 class at the high school, which that is a whole dilemma in itself. There's mold in the high school. They keep saying there's no mold in the high school, but when your child is throwing up in class because she is having whatever it's called, my brain, I've been off sugar for 3 days. My brain's not working quite right. She has been, the reintroduction of mold and her body is already fighting and all that stuff. She's throwing up in class. I'm just like, this is your building. And I literally told her, I'm like, you are going to have to leave the area. I could do a whole conversation. Maybe I'll follow this up with a whole conversation on mold. But there's like nowhere safe right now for my eldest child, my chronically ill child, to go. Because wherever we go, there's mold. I'm getting killer headaches. I'm going to stop going places because of the mold. So anyways, she is taking a chemistry class at the high school, and the way they did the high school is the chemistry class is in 1 semester. Phenomenal, kind of college style, very nice. So she's got half a credit in, she needs to finish the other half credit. She cannot be there, and I'm just like, you're gonna have to email her work. Can we homebound this? And I'm like asking carefully, because we're homeschool parents, but I don't want to go and put her in FLVS. FLVS is hard. It's hard. It's not terribly hard. It's just, you gotta get all, they have tons of resources. You just have to use them. So she's taking chem, in person, very easy. Chem, in person. Calculus, very hard. Absolutely agree, very hard. I'm working with her in it, so I'm kind of tutoring her along the way. And ag foundations, freshman agriculture. Super easy. Those 3 classes and she's behind. Really, it's 2 classes on her own. One she just shows up to. She's behind. Is it because she's sick? I mean, it could be because she's sick. Most of the time she doesn't feel good. I totally get it. But sometimes I think it's just because she doesn't want to. And I'm like, get over it. Suck it up. And moving on. Let's do it. My son is taking, they're hard classes. I'm not going to lie. Well, computer class at the college. Easy. Very easy for him. And what's frustrating is I kept asking him if he needed help because it's an online course at the college. Those are really the worst. Those, like, online learning is really difficult for my kids. Blows me away. Blows me away because online learning is my, like, forte. I would rather do an online learning. But I hack it, so it works for me. I would have done so much better online learning than in class because my brain goes ADHD overload in class, and I'm like, oh, people, oh, hey. I'm like, I cannot click into what they're talking about. And then when my brain's like, oh, I need to know this, where if it's a video, I can just watch it again and again and again. So, his online platform with the college, literally, he missed. He didn't realize, like, every day I'm like, are you getting this? Are you understanding? How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I couldn't figure out how to check it out. Then he's like, I want to drop it. I'm like, why would you want to drop it? I'm failing. How can you go from now failing when every day I asked you how you're doing and you said fine? Because you lied. So anyways, he was caught up within a week and a half. Did a whole month and a half's worth of work in a week and a half. So obviously it's not hard. Speech is not hard. He's taking ag communications and FLVS. So his college classes are kind of gravy work for him. He's taking FLVS ag communications. Let me tell you, phenomenal class on FLVS is ag communication because it is like a technical writing class. It is phenomenal. It should actually be an English-based class. It is so phenomenal. So he has ag communications, but he doesn't like to write. He speaks just fine, but put that into words on paper. No. He's taking English 3. He needs to take English 3. So he's doing English 3. He does not like English 3 because it's English 3 and chemistry. Now, chemistry, so let me just tell you, his FLVS classes are actually difficult for him because English 3 is hard. English is not his strong suit. Chemistry is a whole nother thing. If you want to pass FLVS chemistry, you better go fully submerge yourself in English chemistry, or in chemistry. You better watch the videos, like essentially, and this is what I like, they link up all these videos and all these opportunities, even like geometry for FLVS, that too. You just go watch the videos. Go let them play in the background. Let it become something you're used to hearing. And then when you're reading about it, it makes sense. Like if I can give my number one, and I just gave this last night to another young girl who's just having a hard time. They give you all these help videos. Play the help videos in the background. Listen to them. Don't just try and sit down and focus. Let it play in the background. So when you're ready to go actually attempt it, you've heard everything before. And it works out better. So, that's what we're working on, and they're behind. They're behind because they want to do everything else. I'm just at the point of like, one of the things I've run into, and one of the reasons also why I've picked this mode of education is I am working, and I am so blessed to work from home, but I feel like I am babysitting every single day. I am babysitting. And I don't feel like I have the freedom to do the things I need to do because I'm babysitting. Teenagers! Can I get an amen? What do you do? I make the list. I've showed you that on the first. I'll have to show another one again. I'll maybe do a recap. I have this cute little notebook, but the dang teenager doesn't think the new notebook's important. It's like they don't get all the resources. It's like you build them something. They have all these resources and they just kind of want to wing it. I really want to take a stick. I am at the aspect right now that I heard that there is a group of former teachers in another county that literally are a school, and they sign up through FLVS, and what they do is those kids go to the school, I would say almost a cottage school, or getting FLVS coaches, technical coaches, and they sit with them, they go over what they need to get done for the day, and they stay there, they monitor, and all is good. I'm like, I'm really ready to pay for that, to send them to somebody else so I can get my own stuff done, because I almost feel held hostage. Now, I don't have to go through the curriculum with them. I mean, and listen, we can talk about tutoring, because I am nicknamed my daughter a viper. She's like, I have nobody to help me. Here I am to help you. I don't want you helping me. What do you do? What do you do? I'm like, it's a catch-22. I don't know. What do you do? How do you deal with this? I don't have an office. They work everywhere else. I took over one of the kids' rooms and moved them with the other kids. It's fine. We had the space for it in that way. So I have like an office space. It's not very big. That's where I do my work. And I've actually set up a desk, and I've told my son he's not allowed to work on his bed, at the kitchen, in the living room, at his desk in his bedroom. It's only in my room, or in my office he works, because he just stops. He's now on his phone. He just cannot buckle in because the ADHD is strong with him. And he has not taken the time to practice, to build the stamina to do so. So anyways, there's my rant. We will get this done, because I will take everything away for them to get it done. But it's just exhausting. It's just exhausting. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you would do. Tell me. Oh, because this mama is at her wit's end. I almost feel like an unsuccessful homeschool mom. And I'm like, not even running the curriculum. I'm using somebody else. This is why we didn't stick with BJU. Distance learning or Abeka. I love their curriculums. But I couldn't. I couldn't at all. It's another day. I will talk to you soon. Till then.